My ex-husband told our kids I abandoned them when he was the one who cheated and left. They'll never know the truth, he smirked at the custody hearing, but I had been recording our phone calls for months. The judge heard everything. The day Diego walked out, he didn't just take his clothes and his pride, he took my children's truth with him. Mommy abandoned us, my 8-year-old daughter Mia whispered when I picked her up for my court-mandated weekend visit. Daddy said you didn't want us anymore. I knelt down, my heart shattering into pieces I'd never be able to count. That's not true, baby. Mommy would never leave you. Then why did you go away? My 6-year-old son Oliver asked, his eyes filled with the kind of confusion that comes from having your world torn apart by adults who are supposed to protect you. I couldn't explain that Daddy had been sleeping with his secretary for 2 years, that I'd found the hotel receipts tucked behind his insurance cards, the love letters hidden in his gym bag, the photos on his phone of them at restaurants I'd never been to, that he'd moved out the day I confronted him, then immediately filed for custody claiming I was an unfit mother who'd driven him away with my instability. Your mother is unstable, Diego had told the court-appointed mediator smoothly during our first session. She's been drinking heavily since I left. The children need stability, and unfortunately, she can't provide that. It was a masterpiece of manipulation wrapped in expensive suits and crocodile tears. He'd even brought witnesses, his mother and sister, who swore they'd seen me stumbling drunk at school events. The fact that I'd been on crutches from a sprained ankle apparently escaped their selective memory, but the family court system ate it up. After all, Diego was the successful businessman with the steady income and the pristine reputation. I was just the stay-at-home mom who'd let herself go and couldn't handle the pressure of marriage. My lawyer, the one I could barely afford after Diego drained our accounts, was fresh out of law school and clearly overwhelmed. During depositions, Diego's attorney ran circles around her while she fumbled through objections that were consistently overruled. The custody hearing was scheduled for Friday. I'd already lost temporary custody except for supervised weekend visits. Diego's lawyer painted me as an alcoholic who'd driven my husband away with my erratic behavior and inability to maintain a stable home environment. During a recess, Diego cornered me in the courthouse hallway, his face twisted with that familiar smirk I'd learned to fear during our marriage. You should have just signed the papers quietly, he said, his voice low enough that his lawyer couldn't hear. Taken your settlement and disappeared. Now the kids will grow up thinking their mother is a drunk who abandoned them for her own selfish reasons. They'll never know the truth about what really happened here. They deserve to know what kind of man their father really is, I whispered, my hands shaking. He laughed, that cold, calculated sound that used to make me flinch during our worst fights. Prove it. It's your word against mine, and we both know who this court believes. I'm the stable parent. You're the crazy ex-wife who can't let go. What Diego didn't realize was that I'd learned to be strategic during our marriage. When someone spends 3 years systematically convincing you that you're losing your mind, you start documenting everything to prove your own sanity. For the past 3 months, every phone call between us had been recorded using an app my tech-savvy sister had helped me install. Every threat, every lie, every confession about his affair that he'd made because he thought it was safe, because no one would believe me anyway. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the full story below.